James Dyson, the owner of the Dyson Company, is the fifth richest person in the UK, with an estimated net worth of 23 billion British pounds. So how did this inventor become this rich? Well, before we get started, welcome to Tales of Titans, the place where business and history come to life. So let's dive into the inspirational story of Dyson. James was born in 1947 in Cromer, Norfolk, England, to Alec and Mary Dyson. His granddad was a school headmaster and his dad was a teacher before he passed away when James was still young. After his dad's death, James went to Gresham School, a boarding school near Norfolk. From 1956 to 1965, he was just a regular student, getting to grips with the basics of science and math. But he was also getting his hands dirty with engineering, thanks to classes in woodworking, metalworking, and mechanical drawing. Even back then, James loved messing around with machines. He had a knack for art and engineering, which led him to study industrial design at the Royal College of Art. But before that, he actually tried his hand at painting at the Bramshaw School of Art, then switched to furniture and interior design because it let him combine engineering with creativity. At the Royal College of Art, he really got into motorized machines, which kicked off his career as an inventor. While he was there, James started making a name for himself. He won awards and was recognized as one of the top students in his class. You might think Dyson vacuums were James Dyson's first invention because of how successful they are today. But that's not the case, because back in 1970, while James was at the Royal College of Arts, Jeremy Fry, the chairman of Rotork, offered him a job. Now, Rotork is a company that makes industrial controls and instruments. They were interested in James for his inventive and engineering schools. At Rotork, one of James's early inventions was the Sea Truck when he was just 23. This was a fiberglass boat that can carry 3 tons of cargo used by the military and in the oil and construction industries. But James didn't stop there. In 1974, he came up with the ball barrow. It's a wheelbarrow with a big plastic ball instead of a wheel, designed to move heavy loads more easily. The idea came to him while he was working on a renovation at Stokesay Castle in England. He noticed that traditional wheelbarrows would get stuck in the mud because of their narrow wheels and low clearance. His solution was the ball barrow, which improved stability and maneuverability. While it didn't make him rich, it proved he had a knack for innovating. Imagine living in a place filled with pet fur, dust, and all sorts of mess. That's where a vacuum cleaner comes as a lifesaver, right? It's essential for keeping our homes clean. Now, have you ever wondered about the story behind the powerful vacuum cleaners we use today? Specifically, how James Dyson revolutionized the vacuum cleaner industry? Back in 1978, Dyson wasn't happy with how his vacuum cleaner was working. When he checked it out, he found that the bag inside was all clogged up with dust, killing its suction power. This frustration led him to a brilliant idea. What if vacuum cleaners didn't need bags at all? Dyson got to work on this idea. He experimented with a technology called the cyclone particle collector, aiming to ditch the bag and make vacuum cleaners more efficient. His research into how air and dust move led to a design that could separate dust from the air without any filter, just using the force of spinning air. But perfection doesn't come easy. Dyson had to make 5,127 prototypes before he nailed the design in 1983, creating the first ever bagless vacuum cleaner. It wasn't a smooth road though. He spent over 5 years and a ton of money on research and development. Despite the challenges, his determination paid off. He released the GeForce cleaner with his wife, an art teacher who supported him during this time. When he tried to sell it in the UK, no one wanted it because it didn't need replacement bags, which could shake up the market. So Dyson ended up selling it in Japan through a catalog. The GeForce, which was bright pink, was pretty expensive, selling for what would be around $5,500 today. It was a hit in Japan and even won a design award in 1991. Despite being turned down by big manufacturers, Dyson didn't give up. He took out patents for his designs in the 1980s and eventually started his own company, Dyson Limited. By 1993, he had set up a research center and factory in Malmesbury, Wiltshire, to make his vacuums. This was when Dyson's catchphrase, "say goodbye to the bag," really caught people's attention. It made the Dyson Dual Cyclone vacuum the quickest selling one in the UK ever. It even outsold the products of some companies that initially turned down Dyson's idea, making it a top brand there. By early 2005, Dyson vacuums were leading the US market in terms of value, even if not in the number of vacuums sold. Dyson had a deal to license their technology in North America to Phantom Technologies from 1986 to 2001. After that, Dyson started selling directly in the market. Despite the innovation, it wasn't all smooth sailing. It took a ton of hard work, a lot of money in research and development, and overcoming huge hurdles. After Dyson's vacuum cleaner became successful, other big companies started selling their own versions. In 1999, Dyson took legal action against Hoover in the UK, claiming Hoover copied a crucial part of Dyson's design for their triple vortex bagless vacuum. The court agreed with Dyson and ordered Hoover to pay £4 million in damages for copying the design. In May 2007, Dyson was interviewed by the Fast Company, where he said his famous lines asserting the importance of failure in one's life. "I made 5,127 prototypes of my vacuum before I got it right. There were 5,126 failures, but I learned from each one. That's how I came up with a solution. So I don't mind failure. I've always thought that school children shouldn't be marked by the number of failures they've had. The child who tries strange things and experiences lots of failures to get there is probably more creative." But even after this major success, Dyson wasn't going to back down because he was still thirsty to create more. In 2000, Dyson introduced a unique washing machine called the Contra-Rotator, with two drums that moved in opposite directions, and it came in bold colors, unlike the typical white or silver. However, it wasn't successful and was discontinued in 2005. Dyson also created a water sculpture in 2002 inspired by M.C. Escher's optical illusions, making water seem to flow upwards, which was showcased in 2003. Then, in 2006, they launched the Airblade hand dryer that dries hands quickly with a thin air stream, using less energy than traditional dryers. In 2009, Dyson came out with a bladeless fan, the Air Multiplier, later adding features like heating and air purifying. By 2016, they introduced the Dyson Supersonic Hair Dryer, known for its compact design, balance, and quietness, earning high expectations from Vogue magazine for future hairstyling innovations. But other than inventing new products, Dyson has also become the UK's top investor in robotics and artificial intelligence research. Starting in 2017, they were spending £7 million a week on developing new technologies. They have over 3,500 engineers and scientists on their team, collaborating with more than 40 universities. But this isn't all. If we rewind back to November 2014, Dyson announced a massive investment plan of £1.5 billion in technology research and development. This included expanding their UK headquarters in Malmesbury, which was expected to create 3,000 jobs. The move was praised by then Prime Minister David Cameron as a significant contribution to the UK economy and a testament to Dyson's success. By March 2016, the company expanded further, opening a new research and development center in Hulvington, Wiltshire, on a 517-acre site. This was part of their strategy to double their UK workforce in 5 to 6 years, aiming to gear up with global demand and innovation. In 2017, Dyson ventured into electric vehicles, planning to launch one by 2020 with a £2 billion investment. They assembled a team of over 400 for this project, focusing on solid-state battery technology. However, by October 2019, the project was cancelled because it wasn't commercially viable. Moreover, Dyson established the Dyson Institute of Engineering and Technology in 2017, further solidifying its commitment to advancing technology and engineering education. But we need to understand that before achieving all this, James Dyson faced a tough journey. He spent a long time perfecting his inventions, battled legal issues, and faced rejections and financial struggles. Despite these challenges, he never gave up. His persistence paid off, and over the years, his company expanded, introducing innovative products and growing into a multi-billion-dollar business. That is why Dyson was knighted for his contributions and is now one of Britain's wealthiest individuals, a philanthropist, and an inspiration to many. He shows that with hard work and determination, overcoming obstacles is possible. Well, that's all, folks. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more amazing content, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.